I want to thank Ashlee Marie Preston, who is an incredible activist, and Trans Lifeline, and all the folks who have worked hard to organize this walkout and rally. And I want to thank everyone who's here in support and all the trans and non-binary folks that came here.
I think that many of these demonstrations sometimes come with passion, but there's no real tangible solution. And so I think that today we got to name what it's going to take to intentionally invest and advance trans, non-binary, and marginalized people within these companies such as Netflix. And I think the most beautiful thing was the storytelling. It was the spirit of solidarity that we didn't allow a corporation to divide our sense of community with one another. We understand that the people who are behind those walls are just like us. They come from the places that we come from, and they're just trying to survive and look for opportunities to thrive in life. And so when we talk about economic justice and equity, it's important to know that we have the responsibility of showing up for them in the ways that we show up for ourselves in every space within society.
Trans lives matter! Trans lives matter! Trans lives matter! Trans lives matter! Trans lives matter!
When I watched the Dave Chappelle special, I felt heartbroken because I grew up a Dave Chappelle fan. I loved the way that he thought outside the box. I loved the way that he spoke about experiences in an authentic, unfiltered way. And it made me feel as though I had permission to talk about my experiences in that way. So to watch the way that capitalistic greed has corrupted him as an artist, because he's an artist to me, it's really heartbreaking. You sold your art. And I think that art is it's a medium for us to move culture forward, and I think that he used it as a weapon. And it is unfortunate that he hasn't been willing to come to the table to have this healing conversation, because in this moment, he has an opportunity to be a case study for what, transformative justice can look like. And so he's not ready for that, clearly, but I thought it was important to shift the focus to the people that signed the check, because Dave Chappelle doesn't sign his own checks, Netflix does. And so if we have companies like Netflix who aren't listening to their employees, who are forcing their employees to participate in their own oppression, that's unacceptable. And that was the message that we sent today, is that we're here to not only keep them accountable, but that we're not going anywhere. We're part of the team now.
Trans lives matter! Trans lives matter! Trans lives matter! Trans lives matter! Accountability!
When do we want it?
Now!
When do we want
Accountability!
When do we want it?
Now! Trans lives matter! Trans lives matter!
Girl, you are transphobic. Have several seats.
Mama, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
I like his jokes! I'm in charge of the protest now! I'm in charge!
I think that his jokes were very transphobic. I'm very disappointed in a lot of our cis queer community that did not find what Dave Chappelle said problematic. That's kind of where I'm at, and very frustrated that people who are also in the LGBTQ community like myself don't find what Dave Chappelle said transphobic, and it's hurtful, and it's really making me open up my eyes to how I can navigate differently in our community. But honestly, I'm just tired of the whole trans experience having to be the variable for these networks to use to really drive in money and to drive in ratings while our trans community is hurting.
It's not the fact that you laugh at it, it's the fact that you're laughing in the face of our pain. You're laughing in the face of our being torn down, put into the life, being forced into sex work, being forced to not have a